The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Well, Bob, you like me when you got organizations start talking numbers and spreadsheets and categories and line items and money and all that. Does your brain just jumble up like mine does?
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, you have a hard time with 1 + 1.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not good at math. It's very confusing.
All right. And so we'll just continue to follow this story with the school board. As they mentioned, they're just going to back up and punt. They're not going to accept the bids that came in, and they're going to start all over again and see what they come up with.
And they're going to invite the ROTC instructor and the ag teacher back to the board meeting to get their input again. So basically,
I thought they got their input before we passed the East Bloss, and they said this is what we need, and it came up to around $5 to $7 million in the area for OTC and ag together. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're not wrong about that.
I didn't think so.
But you have a new board member on board, and he would like to hear from them.
Oh, okay. He'd like to hear. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, the school board. He needs to hear from them.
He wasn't there last time.
He needs to hear from them.
Kerry Arbor asked that they come back, and he'd like to hear from them.
Okay. So, well, good. Well, yeah, he does. All right, sounds good. Well, we'll continue to follow that story for you there and see where it goes. I'm just glad I'm not on the board and have to make all these decisions. A lot of decisions to be made, yeah. All right, we'll continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. We have a guest in here this morning. Who do we have, Bob?
We got Miss Kylie McGregor with Hospice. How you doing, Kylie?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday to you. Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Middle of the week. Yeah, this summer's flying by, right?
Yep. Just moving right on by.
Well, I'm here to talk about our upcoming event at Hospice of South Georgia. In August, we have Wayne's Got Talent. It's the very first Wayne's Got Talent. It's going to be on Thursday, August 29th at the Kay Cagle Performing Arts Center. Doors are going to be open at 6, and the show's going to start at 6:30. And the reason why I wanted to come on today is because we just opened up the auditions.
You did.
We did this past Monday. They're going to be open until June 24th at 5 p.m.
So you got people who have already auditioned?
We do have a few. Yeah, okay. We have auditions. So the way we know how everybody's schedule is so hectic, and it's just hard to pick an audition day. So we decided to have it opened up. And you can email me or call me or text me if you have any questions. But we're taking... you'll need to complete an entry form and then send in a video or a clip of your talent. And it's open to all talent, not just singing. I mean, if you want to come on there and do karate or whatever you want to twirling, dancing, clogging, we are open. Magic.
Well, America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Wayne County's got talent.
Exactly. And we are full of talent.
So you see all the different acts they have on that. I mean, it's just way more than singing.
Yes.
And some of those people, they must have spent their life doing what they're doing. They're so good.
Yes.
So Wayne County's got talent, so it could be just about anything.
Anything. Well, we do have, no lip singing and no foul language. It's got to be, appropriate for families and children. And to enter, you got to be 16 and over. And you do have to be a resident of Wayne County so you can, use that title well that you are Wayne County's top talent. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, you have to fill out an entry form. You can be a band. You can be a soloist. You can come up and play the banjo instrument. All kinds of talent. We're welcome. And what we'll do is on the 25th of June, we have our committee that comes together, and they'll search and look through and watch all of the entries, and then they will pick 10 that will then move on to perform live at Wayne's Got Talent. And we will have 3 judges from out of town. They will not be, in Wayne County. So we wanted to bring in all fresh faces that don't know everybody on stage to vote. And then we will also have a People's Choice Award. And the People's Choice Award, each contestant will have a link to vote, and you'll be able to go on and vote by donations. And for each dollar is 1 vote. So the person that raises the most, gets the most votes or the most donations will win People's Choice Award that night on stage. So, we're really, really excited. And all of the money raised from this event will be split evenly between Hospice of South Georgia's Camp Hope, which is a free bereavement camp for children in the 13 counties that we serve to attend. And it's every year at Jekyll Island. It's the 4-H camp. and then also the Boys and Girls Club. And, they do wonderful things as well. It's their peak season right now during summertime. They've got 1,000 kids, and they have, to have fun activities for them to do, and then take them to the movies and all kinds of stuff. So the funds raised will go towards those two wonderful causes. And tickets are going to be on sale soon. Tickets are going to just be $10 to attend and $5 for any child that's ages 5 and under. And so we're looking forward to a fun evening. We've worked really hard so far, and we're hoping that we're going to have some throwbacks and pay homage to the Wayne County Productions. And I'm not going to go into too much details, but if you remember the Wayne County Productions, you might see some familiar faces on stage, and we'll also have some entertainment between some of the contestants. It's going to be a really fun night.
Some entertainment between the entertainment.
Yes.
Okay.
So between the contestants, we'll have some local superstars on stage to do some fun entertainment.
Just have some up there while the next act gets ready and that
Correct.
kind of stuff. Okay?
Yes. And while the judges kind of get their things together, because I think we're going to have like 3 contestants, and then we'll take the judges' scorecard. We're going to have someone over there start to tally up the votes.
Okay.
And so we, and then we'll have the last talent, and then we'll announce it. And our presenting sponsor is Sean O'Quinn and Associates, and he is our MC for the evening. So, Sean just does a fantastic job. He's so funny.
Yes, he does.
He does. I'm telling him that he needs to do a side gig. And
We've
just
got several in town like that.
We do.
That
Alan
can really MC very well. They are
Yes.
asking for a lot of different things, from that to Christmas parade to other stuff.
We do have some really good,
MCs that can
Yes.
keep you entertained.
They do.
Good rhythm.
personable,
Yep.
funny.
Connects with the audience.
So we're excited about that. And we do have Automall Credit Union is one of our platinum sponsors. And we also have Dr. Stanley Jones, is also another sponsor. And we'll be adding more sponsors as we come on to promote this event throughout the summer because, August is right around the corner.
Yeah. And what date is this again?
It is August 29th. It's going to be on a Thursday night. So you'll be able to get in, get entertained, have fun, and then, get home in time for the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't want to do it on a weekend.
And it's going to be held at?
The K. Kegel Performing Arts Center.
Right, at the high school. Figured.
Yes.
That's
And,
great facility.
It is. And I just want to give a shout out to Mr. Mark Tootle. He is going to help us with production. We had someone reach out to us and let us know if we need any help with production or any stage presence or anything. He is the man. So
Who's that?
Mark Tootle.
Yeah, I know Mark.
So he
I do know
contacted
Mark.
him, and he's going to donate his services to help us make this the greatest talent show we've ever seen. And
right.
if you would like to audition or sponsor, or if you have any questions, you can call me at 912-432-9339. And you can email me. It's Kylie@hospicesog.org. Or you can run by our office, which is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, right beside Bone and Joint, over there by Bill Morris Park. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then last but least, I'm going to take off my hospice hat and put on my Rotary hat. We are collecting...
The Rotary Club of Jesup. Go ahead.
Rotary Club of Jesup.
All right.
We are taking donations for the Safe Harbor Child Advocacy Center right now. So we are taking women's loungewear, pajamas, socks, children's underwear and children's pajama pants or clothes, any type of clothing. We're taking toiletries. We are taking non-perishable snacks. So if you'd like to donate, just let me know again, 912-432-9339. Recently I took a tour of the new facility that's over there on Orange Street, and we realized, a lot of the children come in for a forensic interview, and sometimes their clothing that they're wearing has to be taken off and used as evidence. So that leaves them with nothing. So we wanted to get together and do these donations so they will have, some clothes or anything for any woman or man or child that's been abused and has to go through a forensic interview. So if you have anything laying around or if you would like to donate to this, you can again call me at 912-432-9339.
And what's the name of this project? Once again, the Rotary Club of Jesup is involved with?
I think we're calling it the Circle of Care.
Circle of Care?
Yeah. And, I'm going to be collecting donations throughout the summer, and then we will take them up there. I know I've had a lot of people reach out. I've got some clothes. They're all in my garage. So I have, some toothpaste, toothbrushes. I've got some shoes, some clothes, some snacks, and we even had someone donate some toys, stuffed bears. So, yeah, if you want to donate, it's summertime. If you're doing some cleaning, just think of us when you have your donations.
All right. Sounds good.
I think that's all I got for today.
Is
wow.
that all you got today? That's hard to believe.
I know, right? I've got way more to talk about, but I don't want to overwhelm the audience on this Wednesday.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, sounds good.
All right.
Looking forward to the talent show coming up in August. And then, as you mentioned, the donation people can get to you for that Rotary project that you're involved with. You can just get hold of you also for that.
Yeah.
Anything else for Callie?
Nope, always good to see you.
Good to see y'all.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. We'll be back on the world famous Butch and Bob show in a moment.
Attention all music lovers. Tune in to our local musician spotlight here on WIFO Radio, where we feature the best up-and-coming artists in your community. Join us as we showcase the incredible talents right in your backyard. From soulful singers to rockin' bands, we've got it all. Don't miss out on this opportunity to discover your next favorite artist and support your local music scene. Catch the local musician spotlight every Friday morning between 8:30 and 9 on Big Dog Country 105.5. Let's show some love to our talented neighbors and make some noise for your local musicians. Cast your votes on our Facebook page. Voting starts Mondays and ends Wednesdays. See you on the airwaves. Brought to you by Union Station Brewing Company, American Steel Buildings, Watermelon Gumballs, Misty's Pharmacy, and England's Collision Center.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast.
Good morning, everyone. We've made it to Wednesday. We've got partly sunny skies. It's going to be warm, humid, and breezy today with highs in the mid-80s. We'll have a slim chance of a shower through the afternoon. Tomorrow for Thursday, mostly sunny, still pretty breezy. Highs mid-80s, getting to be more humid. We'll add a 30% chance of a shower or storm through the afternoon and early evening. That's going to be the same for Friday with highs a few degrees warmer. I'm Georgia meteorologist Laura Huckabee in the GNN Weather Center.
Yeah, weather forecast, Bob. Hot.
Yeah, somebody said Saturday's 98 degrees.
98. Yeah,
98.
Saturday's going to be a scorcher.
Wow.
What was that? The last weekend it was like that on Sunday or something like that? We had a scorchers last weekend, but it's going to get up near 98 and sunny skies on Saturday. Time to get outside and fry. You can just hear your skin sizzling.
98, wow.
And this is June. This is usually what we expect. July, August, dog days of summer. This is June. We're not even really officially into summer yet. Summer officially begins on the 20th. But at least we're not like Phoenix and we have 110.
That's true.
But it's a dry heat, Bob. It's not so bad. You ever been in Texas in the summer?
Yeah,
when it's about 100-something degrees. To me, it still feels hotter here in the low to mid-90s than it does there around 100.
I said my family moved to Dallas and that's what I did that summer, put in the lawn. That was a brutal
lawn in?
summer. Yeah. Not fun.
I mean, did you sprig it? Did you lay it out like carpet?
I laid it out like carpet.
Laid it out
yeah.
like carpet, okay. All right.
It was not fun.
Didn't enjoy that, huh?
That was a brutal summer.
It's a brutal summer. The things that we do when we're in high school and college to earn extra money to pay them bills. Growing up, I'd go over to my relatives near Moultrie, Georgia, and several of them had farms out there. And working on the farms there in the summertime, that was pretty hot. But probably the most challenging summer job I ever had in high school was the Army Corps of Engineers sanctioned a elevation survey of McMillan Creek. Back then, it started up there toward where the college is, and goes all through town, down there, all the way down past through Jesup, down to Highway 341, the bridges down there, and then goes off into the Altamaha. And so they had sanctioned an elevation survey of Millen Creek. And so they hired Hussey, Gay, and Bell surveyors out of Savannah to do the elevation survey. And they wanted to hire 3 high school guys to help the project manager while he was here in town doing this. It took all summer just about. And so I was one of the 3 hired. And we started way up there at the head of the creek and went all the way down to almost to the river there. And we had to go there. An elevation survey, what it sounds like. It's an elevation survey. You're actually in the creeks, no matter where they are. If you're talking about the worst parts of the creeks that you should go through, Jesup, we were inside of, we had snake guards on around our shins, shin guards on for a snake guard, because heaven knows how many snakes we killed that summer, or let them run off, or slither off. And so we would mark a point, hold the plumb up, and they had a guy with the project manager would have his surveying equipment, and then we would go off, I can't remember how many feet each side of the creek, also elevation drainage things. So we go off ever so often. We go 10, 20 feet up off each side of the creek to get elevation that way, and then elevation through the creek. So when you're doing all that, it's not like it's all cut and laid out for you. You have to go there with your machete. I mean, that's what we had. We had machetes. All of us did, and cut all the greenery down so we could do this survey. And it took, in the first 2 weeks out there romping and stomping in the swamps of Jesup, it was rough. But then we got into kind of the shape of doing it, and it wasn't so bad after that, physically wise. But that was a very interesting job. It didn't take much skill, but you had to be on the lookout for snakes, and you had to walk through places that normally I wouldn't do now, even with the shin guards on. But we had that like I said, the Army Corps of Engineers sanctioned Hussey, Gay, and Bell to do that drainage elevation survey of the creek running through Jesup all the way down, past down Highway 341 there where the bridges are. So that was like, yours, you're working to work out there in the sun and do manual labor and stuff like that. And I always used to bagging groceries inside of a grocery store most of my high school career, except for the last half of my junior year and all my senior year. I worked as a DJ here at the radio station. That don't take too much effort. It's not like working outside manual labor. Everybody keeps asking, when are you going to retire, Butch? When are you going to retire? Why? I got a great boss, me. I take off when I want to, when I can, not when I want to, but when I can. And it's not physically challenging. I mean, you take a look at these old broadcasters out there. When I say old, I mean, some of them in their 80s that are still doing play-by-play, or they're still doing commentary on television and radio, still going at it, because they, we make a difference. We make a difference, and so you still got a lot of them doing it. I know Paul Harvey. I mean, he went at it until his late 80s, and if I had a physically demanding job, that would be different, because I'll be turning 70 in a couple of months, and you just can't do that. But what we do, Bob, is not that physically challenging.
Just mentally challenging.
Mentally challenging. Mentally challenging.
That's right. It's mentally challenging.
Sorry, Bob, that we're working your brain. Oh boy! But that's the thing about if you're long-term media people like Bob Iyer and other ones, it gets into your blood, and you feel like you're making a difference for your community, and you're helping out, and you're informing, and stuff like that. And with all the garbage that's on the internet today, I just read an article yesterday that an independent group did a fact study on news stories on the internet. And they package themselves to look like they're legitimate journalists, these people do. And they say that half of the articles that you read, what you think are news stories on the internet and different sites, is garbage. It's fake. It's absolutely fake. And it's either done by foreign countries. I mean, China and Russia and other countries are trying to put propaganda into us, so they're constantly doing that. You've got AI. If you read a lot of these, you'll see their same format. I've noticed that you'll have AI doing it, or you'll have people out there who are fringe, and they'll do because they've got political or other agendas that they want to do, and they just make up stuff. So you got to be very careful. Usually when you read your local newspaper or you read or you watch the news on television, like out of Savannah with those up there in Savannah, or you listen to WIFO FM, other local radio stations, TV stations, and newspapers, it's the truth as best as we can do it. Okay, sometimes we do mess up, but we don't have an agenda per se. It's not fake. It's the truth. And that's what a lot of folks are worried about, is because what's going to happen when you got nothing but fake news that people read on the internet, and they're not getting the truth from a local radio station or TV station or newspaper, something like that. And so I think what we do, Bob, is a great service to the community, keeping them informed on the facts, what's going on in Wayne County and surrounding.
Unfortunately, most people believe all that stuff they read on the internet. So.
I know that's the problem, is so many people believe. I mean, they package it up, it's slick, it looks good, it looks good, smells good, all that kind of stuff like that. But this group was sanctioned to do that, and they have been doing this study for the last several months. And I just read the article yesterday, and half of what you read on the internet now is fake when it comes to news items. And it sounds like it comes from a legitimate group. It sounds like it's when you read the titles and all that kind of stuff. But you got to be very discerning, because there's no they're not journalists. They're just people making up stuff. They're trying to influence people. I mean, do you think that you'd have all these young people here in America at some of these colleges and places like that protesting and supporting Hamas in Palestine like they do if it wouldn't be an influence? A lot of it being influenced by TikTok, which is owned by China, and do other news articles and things of that sort on there. But it's 50%. So just be careful where you get your news from, folks, and always have kind of a discerning ear or eye. Well, Bob, what's going on sports-wise right now? Anything?
U.S. Open starts tomorrow. It's going to be fun to watch at Pinehurst. Tough course, so looking forward to that. NBA Finals, Game 3 tonight. Dallas at home, hopefully trying to get back in that series against Boston. And the Braves are struggling without Ronald Acuna Jr., that's for sure.
Boy, they are. Just one player. Having a little problem. He's a
big part of that offense. So the trade deadline's coming up, so the Braves are looking to try to shore up and try to get
another bat.
They're trying to make some moves to try to, shore up the offense a little bit. But they're just – Phillies are red hot. They're just
yeah.
Every time you look at they're like 9 games out.
Yep. And so we've seen this happen before, the Braves, where they stumble a little bit and they make those trades.
And can turn it around. Yeah.
Turn it around. So let's hope that happens. Well, Bob, we're out of time. Anything else?
I just got Coach McDonald here tomorrow, so looking forward to that.
Coach Mac tomorrow. All right, WIFO FM Jesup, world famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.